One dream, two roads. This is the moment where ambition meets decision. You're not just choosing between countries, you're choosing between identity and evolution, between where you are and where you're meant to be. India offers tradition, familiarity, and cost effectiveness. Abroad offers velocity, diversity, and global reinvention. The dilemma isn't just logical, it's psychological, strategic, and deeply personal. At LeapQuest, we don't sell you destinations. We decode your potential and align it with the schools that amplify your story to a global stage. 3.3 lakh applicants, just 5,000 seats in the top IIMs, and an acceptance rate of 1.5%. It's not a career strategy, guys. It's a lottery wrapped in prestige. CAT is designed to test speed, logic, and formulas, but it rarely reflects your real world problem solving, your leadership experience, and your industry expertise. And here's the dilemma: if you already have 2 to 4 years of work experience, your profile is overqualified for the CAT pool and underutilized in the IIM system. Why spend 12 to 18 months preparing for a test when global schools will value your resume, your story, your impact, and offers 5x of the returns? At LeapQuest, we guide those who just don't want to get in, they want to level up globally. If you're not taking CAT, India has still good MBA programs, the elite and the globally respected ones. ISB has Hyderabad and Mohali campus, and the 1 year PGP. It has global reputation, good post MBA salaries, and top recruiters include McKinsey, Google, and Blackstone hiring you from there. IMA has PGPX, ranked number one in India for experienced professionals, fast track to boardroom careers. IM Bangalore, EPGP, and IM Calcutta, designed for mid career professionals and powerful networks. XLRI and SPJIMR also has good programs, and it offers alternative entry routes for professionals looking to pivot sectors and have upgraded roles. These are not fallback options. They are refined executive programs for the top India's talented students, and LeapQuest specializes in building application narratives that connect your profile to the values and often result in scholarships and early admissions also. Singapore is the Silicon Valley of Asia, and its MBA programs are magnets for India's top tier professionals. Now, here, whenever let's say a student is reaching out to us and they are like, what, I am open for schools outside India, that, with willingness to even consider colleges outside India, right? Now, if at all they're very hell bent on doing an MBA program in India, but that willingness of, I might want to consider outside India, then we would start with suggesting them top MBA programs in Singapore. Let's talk about the INSEAD Singapore. It's ranked among the top three MBAs globally, highest post MBA average salary in Asia, ideally for consultants, strategists, and career switchers. And NUS Singapore offers strong tech, finance, and entrepreneurship focus and deep connections with the APAC region. SMU, tailored for those seeking quick transitions into product consulting, fintech roles, and all of that. And why should you even consider Singapore? It doesn't have language barriers and visa ease and PR options, and 90 to 100% placement successes for serious applicants, especially from these programs. And you also have a location advantage, gateway to Hong Kong, Dubai, Sydney, and so on. LeapQuest supports you with alumni insights, resume essay syncs, and cultural positioning that align with APAC hiring trends. And then the second recommendation post Singapore would be Europe. So Europe B schools are designed for professionals who value speed, diversity, and strategic career reinvention. So top schools like INSEAD and HEC Paris, London Business School, Oxford, Cambridge, IESE, right, in Spain. The program length would be somewhere between 10 to 12 months. Few of them have it from 16 to 18 months, but ideally it is a faster duration and a fast ROI also. And it has a cohort diversity with 90 to 95% of them coming as international students, and average salaries from 90,000 to 120,000 euros with access to firms in consulting, luxury, sustainability, and private equity. And it's a good pathway to post MBA work visa across UK, Germany, and France. And it has global teaching models like cases from 4 continents and exposure to 10 plus extremely good cities. LeapQuest has helped engineers become consultants, doctors turn venture capitalists, and family business owners break into global retail, all through the Europe first MBA approach. Canada isn't just an MBA destination, it's an ecosystem that blends education, employability, and immigration. We have good programs like Rotman, Ivy, Schulich, where Rotman it's ranked amongst the world's top finance and AI MBA hubs. Ivy is North America's best case method school outside the US, and Schulich it has good diversity, tech forward, and globally ranked also. What are the advantages? A few the 2 year MBAs has more depth and a lot of post MBA opportunities, and the 3 year post study work permit with express entry for PR and cost effective. If you compare it to US, and the average tuition and the living would be somewhere between 75 to 90 lakhs, and the average salaries range from 95,000 to 120,000 Canadian dollars. LeapQuest supports you in GMAT waiver applications, PR strategy integration, and the alumni led interview preparation, also, apart from the regular application components, ensuring that your MBA becomes a springboard to residency and long term stability. US, the MBA empire. If you want maximum career mobility, the US MBA is still the golden standard. Top schools like Wharton, MIT Sloan, Kellogg, Chicago Booth, Columbia Business School. And it's usually 2 years with a lot of flexibility and internship and specialization specific. And the average salary is between 140 to 170K, guys, with 20 to 30K of bonus. And recruiters are from Amazon, Google, McKinsey, Meta, Tesla, all the top ones. And why does it matter? It has the OPT options up to 3 years of work after graduation, deep alumni networks. 1 in 3 Fortune 500 CEOs are having an MBA from the US, and global mobility. US MBAs are valued in Dubai, London, Hong Kong, and even Singapore. We have helped Indian applicants crack tough US essays, secure letter of recommendations from top managers, and build application timelines that win the scholarships options also. Now, the moment somebody comes and tells us that they would like to consider MBA abroad, right, and then probably schools in India, if that is the first filter that they're gonna give us, then we're gonna start in the other order. Like for example, we would start recommending them programs in the US first, followed by then Europe, and then Singapore, and then Indian colleges. Okay, so this is the trend. But again, people have other preferences. Let's say somebody comes to us with more than 5 to 6 years of experience, right? They would want to get back to work sooner. So the 1 year MBA programs is something that they might prefer more. And at this given point of time, the 1 year MBA programs are mainly based out of Europe, and few of the US colleges also have good top MBA programs with the 1 year, like Kellogg, NYU, right, Cornell, and USC Marshall, and so on. Again, many students have considered applying to a combination of 2 to 3 countries also. For example, we have so many of our students who would like to consider the 1 year MBA programs in Europe, probably a couple of 2 year or 1 year MBAs in the US, and also ISB and NUS, right? And we have a mixture of students with multiple post MBA goals, and depending on what exactly would you would like to achieve post your MBA, right? You can select the specializations, and whenever we choose the particular college or a country, right, a lot of elements comes into the picture, like the stay back options, the visa regulations, and what kind of jobs you will get in once you graduate, what kind of roles you would play, and in which company, what would be the average salary that they might offer, the signing bonus that you can expect from them, your short term plans, your long term plans, all of that we would consider. You have no idea. Students reach out to us telling that, hey, I would like to stay in the east coast of the US. So what are the best MBA programs in the west coast of the US, right? So they will come to us with specific city names and the specific companies. So the specializations and the colleges would be selected based on where those companies are hiring their MBAs from also, right? So there are a lot of permutations and combinations that we do when we shortlist a college. So it will be completely student specific and school specific, and everything is related to your post MBA goals. Let's look into the career outcomes and who's hiring where. Your post MBA employer determines not just your salary, guys, but your trajectory, the location, and the lifestyle. India has recruiters like Bain, BCG, Deloitte, Tata, Adani, Flipkart, and the average salary would be between 30 to 35 lakhs if you are graduating from ISB and IMs. And Singapore and Europe has, companies like BCG, the Salesforce, L'Oreal, and Amazon hiring from NCR more, and Microsoft, Accenture, Shopee, and GIC hiring from NUS, and the average salary would be between 110 to 135K. US dollars. And let's say you're looking into US and Canada, you have Meta, Google, Tesla, JP Morgan, IBM, McKinsey hiring, and the average pay would be between anything in the US would be mostly above 140 to 150K US dollars, and the bonus would be between 20 to 30K. So LeapQuest uses sector specific mentorship and consulting versus product versus impact to help you align your goals to post MBA offers from day one itself. That's how we choose the colleges. Let's look into the cost versus ROI and the numbers behind that leap. And it's not about affordability, it's about technically the trajectory uplift. So let's say you are investing in an MBA program in India, it will be between 35 to 42 lakhs, and the living cost around 4 to 8 lakhs, and the average post MBA salary would be between 25 to 35 lakhs, and the ROI time frame is between 1 to 2 years. Singapore would cost a little bit more, around 55 to 65 lakhs, and the living cost would be up to 15 lakhs, and the post MBA salary would be between 80 lakhs to 1.2 crores, and the ROI time frame is between 2 years. Europe would cost around 70 to 80, and the living cost up to 20 lakhs, and the average post MBA salary would be 1 crore plus, and the break even time would be between 1.5 to 2 years. Now, if you consider programs in Canada, it will be between 55 to 70 lakhs, and the living cost up to 20 lakhs, and the average post MBA salary would be between 75 lakhs to 95 lakhs, up to 1 crore also in few colleges cases, and the ROI time frame is 2.5 years. Now, Canada, mostly if you complete your MBA, you'll get a stay back option of 3 years. That is one more thing that the students consider going to Canada. And US would cost you 1 crore plus, and the living cost would be 30 lakhs plus. But here is the catch: the average post MBA salary itself would be between 1.2 to 1.6 crores, and it will exceed, but this is the average, and the ROI time frame is between 2 to 2.5 years. Again, whenever you're investing X amount of money in any of the colleges, and with respect to the investment, nobody pays the entire fees from their own pocket, guys. So firstly, you need to get as much as direct scholarships or free money from the college, and that is directly proportional to the quality of the applications, and if you're able to show the right kind of spikes in your applications as per the DNA of the college. And in our previous webinar sessions, we have several times discussed about the school specific applications and college specific documents, so you can refer to that. And if you have been able to impress the college, if you're showing that you're going to be a great value addition to their alumni network, along with your admission, they will fund up to 80 to 90% of your college fees, and in the form of direct scholarships. And in direct scholarships also, there is need and merit base, and then there is indirect scholarships, and then there are organizations who will fund up to 80 to 90% of your college fees as loans without collateral, and then comes in loans with collateral, and then comes in your personal funds. But our goal is to get you as much as direct scholarships. That is something that they announced along with your admit letter. Applicable to all of these countries: India, Singapore, Europe, Canada, US, all of these colleges, right? Especially if you're applying from a developing country, right? And all of these things will definitely play a huge role. But again, the quality of your applications and how you integrate your applications while you're answering the questions in the interview, all of this needs to be aligned. You can't have one single approach to all the 5 colleges. You can't just keep talking about good numbers in terms of your 10th, 12th UG and your GMAT score to all the colleges. Colleges don't care much about that, because they want diversity in terms of age, diversity in terms of numbers. You like it or not, there is no cutoff. So not everybody in your class would have 5 plus years experience and 715 plus GMAT, right? Even though they can all afford, everybody with such credibility, but they will want diversity in terms of age, diversity in terms of numbers. So a holistic approach is what is going to get you admission along with scholarships. LeapQuest isn't just a brand, guys. It's a movement, a mission to build global careers for Indian applicants, and also a lot of international students also we have right now whom we are helping apply for the round 1 deadlines. A dedicated 4-member team for each student would be given, wherein you'd be having a strategist, editor, school alum, and even the interview coach, and we have loads of admissions from the top 50 MBA programs. FT rankings is what we looking to, and we don't help with any tier 2, tier 3 colleges. So if at all you have any tier 2, tier 3 programs, right, we don't even start the application journey with you, because we feel that if at all you're doing an MBA, it has to be from any of the top 50 to 60 colleges FT rankings. It makes a lot of difference, and it definitely makes sense. In terms of the essays or anything at all, it is unlimited, the edits, and it's a personal story curation that we do. And we do a profile gap analysis. We just don't shortlist the colleges and directly jump into the application documents, which is a very big mistake that every other student will do. And we also help students with the GMAT waiver or the GRE waiver, in case if you're not willing to take up your GMAT, or even after several attempts you're not getting a good score, and if that college that you're planning to apply has a option of you getting the waiver, definitely we do assist with respect to that also. And we just don't prepare you to apply, we architect your post admission process and the overall admission too. The most important thing, guys, when to apply. This is where strategy meets timing. Timing is equivalent to scholarships, momentum, and admit probability. Round one would be ideally in the month of August, September, and few colleges have it in the month of October also. You have higher admit chances plus best scholarship windows. Round two would be sometime in the month of October for few colleges, and it will go up to Jan also. Ideal for students with higher work experience. You can consider, but even somebody with higher experience, we would still consider them to apply to probably one or two or three colleges in round one and few more colleges in round two. And we have a strategy. So if at all we feel confident, we would want to apply to few dream colleges in round one for few students and reach and save to round two, or the other way around also is possible. Again, it depends from what the student would really want and what kind of colleges that they're looking at and which country they're targeting. Round three is ideally for strong reapplicants or late bloomers. Okay. So we assist you guys starting from the profile positioning, storyline, evolution, application sequencing, recommendation letter coaching, and backup strategy plus waitlist preparation also. Apply early, stress less, and get more funds from the colleges, I mean. So what's the final verdict? India versus abroad. This isn't about which country is better, it's about which path is right for you. Choose India if you're India focused, cost conscious, and under 4 years of experience, and if you want quick ROI and regional placements. Choose abroad if you seek international mobility, salary spikes, and industry switches. If you want to build a career beyond borders, definitely abroad. With LeapQuest, this is not a gamble, it's a calculated, research backed global leap. I don't think so. You need any more motivation. You need momentum, and you can book your free profile review with LeapQuest, get clarity on where you stand, and receive a roadmap tailored to your goals and start building a world-class application, guys. That's what I would highly recommend right now, considering that we are approaching the deadline dates. It's just around the corner. I have already explained the unique approach that we have. So we give you a 4-member team, which is a combination of a consultant, editor, point of contact, and a mentor who will be running the entire show for you. We would be running it, and we would be helping you achieve 3 important goals. Firstly, we shortlist the colleges based on multiple factors, and we understand what are your chance of getting into each one of those colleges. Let's say we decide on 5 programs, right? What are the probability of you getting in? What filters are you putting? What filters are the colleges putting? And what are your chance of getting in with respect to the kind of traits that they're looking at and how much of it you already have it in your profile? Then we don't jump directly to the application. So there would be profile enhancement activities that we would be recommending. Whether it's a heavy duty profile building or a low duty profile building, it's directly proportional to your application. And then we would be recommending what are the additional steps that needs to be taken. And this is where students might be preparing for their GMAT, might be retaking the GMAT. So while you're doing all of this college selection and the profile enhancement for every college that you're planning to apply is something that you should be doing it simultaneously, guys, hand in hand. Okay. Post your exam, right? This is where we work on the other application components like the essays, letter of recommendation, LinkedIn profile, scholarship letters, let's say you wish to apply to 5 programs, you might have to collectively work on 30 to 35 documents. Imagine we spend 2 to 3 days of time per document. So we can plan it in such a way that, we would require approximately around 80 to 90 days for the 35 to 40 documents. And we can plan it in such a way that, we apply to few colleges in the first 2 weeks of September, few of them in the last week of September, or few of them in the first 2 weeks of October, or probably few colleges in September, October, and in November, because European programs, they have rolling admissions, right? And the round 2 doesn't wait till December or Jan. It comes up in the month of October and November itself in few colleges cases. So we can do all sorts of strategy, but ideally what I would recommend you is complete submitting all your applications to all the 5 colleges in the month of September, October, and November, and be done with it. Use round 2 if you're more ambitious, if you have more offers, if you want more offers in hand, if you want more scholarships. Use round 2. Round 2 should not be the ultimate goal. Don't apply to all your 5 colleges in round 2. You can definitely reach out to us by visiting our website. You can go to theleapquest.com. There would be a contact form. You can fill it up, and you can add your details, like your name, email ID, and contact number. And one of our consultants would reach out to you and have a brief discussion with you and help you understand what should be your further steps. Yes, guys, and that's about the session. And definitely you can reach out to us, and you can also WhatsApp us on 935325647. So let's start building your MBA dream together. We'll be more than happy to assist you if you're looking at any of the tier 1 colleges, be it in US, Canada, Europe, or anywhere in Asia. We'll be more than happy to assist. Considering the 2026 intake, the round 1 deadlines are closing in, we would recommend you to apply early, get noticed, and get as much as free money from the colleges as possible in the form of direct scholarships. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. We will come back to you with another interesting webinar sessions. And the next session, we would be having more of frequently asked questions from the students, and we would be taking it live also. Thank you so much. Looking forward to meet you all soon. All the best for your round 1 and round 2. Bye-bye.